yourselves. You're a great audience. Come on. Yeah. You know, this is the only time that you guys can ever use that skill. Like, you can't put "I was once part of a good audience" on a job application. So this is the only time. Live it up. You know, I recently filled out a job application. I put "I was once part of a good audience." Under work history, I just put "fuck yeah." I didn't get that job, you know? It's okay. It's the economy. It's a recession, right? So I'm doing good. I'm recently single. You know, no surprise, right? The people in the front row are like, yeah, look at the glasses. This guy's never dated anybody. That's all right. One thing I did realize, though, this time around, are that girlfriends are like pit bulls, okay? You never thought you really wanted one. You had some preconceived notions about getting one, but you went over to your buddy's house and he had one. You're like, oh, this might be cool. I'm thinking about getting one of these. So you start wondering where you can find one. You know, you're like, well, I could try the internet, because the pound seems overrated. So you get on the internet, you finally find one, and you know, you go meet it, and then you spend an exorbitant amount of money trying to get it to come home with you. You finally get it to come home with you, and it's awesome. The first few weeks are so good. You know, you guys go on walks, you buy it shit. You know, you're always happy to see each other. A few months go by, and you're like, well, you gained some weight. That's all right. We're growing together. I don't understand why my apartment's always a mess. All you do is lay around. A few more months go by, you start not to trust it, though, because you're like, well, this breed has a past. I should have looked into this a little bit more before this purchase. And then finally, you don't know whether or not it's going to bite you or fuck somebody else. That's a true story. I did recently break up with somebody, and what I do when, like, anything happens, I call my mother, you know, because I'm a big little kid. I love calling my mom. God bless my mom, she's a Christian woman, and her answer to everything is, well, did you try praying? Yeah, Mom. Dear God, I need some beer money. I need cigarettes too, and if, you know, we could hook up a rebound lay, that'd be really, really awesome. Amen. I've recently become okay with the fact I'm going to hell. Have you guys? Yeah. We're all going there, everyone in here. That's all right. I don't want to go to heaven because I don't really like family reunions or family get-togethers. I think if I went to heaven, all it would be is an eternity of my cousin Michelle saying to me, well, you know, Elise just got accepted into the choir of angels. What are you doing, Joe? Well, you know, I was thinking about maybe taking a couple courses over there at Heaven Community College. You know, maybe getting a job with the city, because they got great benefits, right? Maybe start a band, go on tour, me and Abraham Lincoln. That'll be great. You guys think the recession hit heaven? You think God's going to Jesus? Well, people just aren't sinning the way they used to, Jesus. I mean, maybe things will pick up. You can give us a call in a couple weeks. You know, we have your number. We're just going to have to let you go right now. I was recently laid off too, so I am a barrel of laughs. Yeah, it's great. I love being depressed and getting on stage and trying to make people laugh. This is wonderful therapy for you, Joe. You should do this. Put yourself up towards rejection, right? I'm not too worried about losing my job, though, because it's one of those shit jobs, you know? It's one of those jobs that you didn't really want, but you needed because you have a horrible substance abuse problem. And quite honestly, stealing car stereos and selling your blood just ain't what it used to be, folks. I love interviewing for these jobs, though. You know, it's like, well, what makes you want to get into the fast food industry, Joe? I'd have to say it's my insatiable thirst for cocaine, sir. Really, I think that will lend itself just finely to Wendy's. part about new jobs are coworkers. I hate meeting new coworkers. I just don't like it. It's like bad mandatory first dates for minimum wage. I was working with this guy, and on his lunch break, he was reading a book about magic tricks. This guy was in his late 40s, reading a book about how to perform magic tricks. Sir, you are not hiding your pedophilia that well. Really. I mean, I'm reading a book about balloon animals, but I don't bring it to work. Seriously. Same guy looks at me, he goes, those are big feet. What are those, 12? Like, what the fuck are you saying to me? I mean, can't you just tell me what my card is, man? Really? Worked with this other girl, you know. She was talking, there's a cold going around the office. You know, that happens because people are disgusting. She said, well, my boyfriend has TB, but it's not contagious. TB that's not contagious. Who the fuck is telling you that? You know, I dated a woman who said the same thing about herpes. Needless to say, I'm not having unprotected sex anymore. That's a true story. Weird. We're not going to talk to that guy. Shit. Who the hell wants to fucking hang out with this guy? You just said he has herpes. I'm a telemarketer, so if you already don't like me, there's another reason not to like me. I call people on the phone, or I did call people on the phone for a living. It was great. I called a lot of old files, you know, a lot of people who were previous customers. And I don't know whether or not these people are still alive, because they don't mark that on the file. So I called this, you know, wonderful old lady. I go, hi, you know, my name is Joe. Is Bernie available? No, Bernie just passed away. Oh, really? I'm sorry for your loss. How soon was it? Well, it was just a few days ago. Oh my God, that's awful. Was Bernie considering any future home renovations before he passed away? Because let me tell you, we got some hell of a lot of windows that I gotta just unload on you. I know that whole funeral cost or whatever, but you know, why not spruce up your life a little bit? Folks, you are amazing. I wasn't lying when I said that first. My name is Joe Motisi, and thank you so much.